Lightweight division is a joke. This division used to be one of the best divisions in the UFC, and now you got guys like Arman Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje, and Paddy Pimblett sitting on the couch instead of going to fight each other or stepping in on short notice after Rafael Fiziev is out with an injury against Charles Oliveira to try and get a title shot. You got Mateusz Gamrot, who is on the couch, coming in 2 weeks' notice to fight Oliveira, bro. Shoutouts to Mateusz Gamrot, bro. Mateusz Gamrot, he might have a boring fighting style. He might just be just a grappler. But when this guy wants to fight, he comes and fights whoever, whenever. Mind you, Charles Oliveira rejected this fight. He did not want to fight Mateusz Gamrot. He went on Twitter and said, "I was focused on a guy who comes from a striking background with only 2 weeks left until the fight. I have to change my whole game plan now, and it's very complicated. I don't want to be taken off this card. I've asked for this card. I've been training like crazy. Gamrot is a good matchup in a sense because he's a wrestler and a grappler. But it's completely different styles from what I've been training for the last 2 months." Mind you, Diego Lopes was willing to step in on short notice to fight Oliveira to save this card. That's how much of a dog Diego Lopes is. He's not even in this division. He's willing to fight a legend like Charles Oliveira. But eventually, Gamrot clapped back and said, "I heard you're worried about my style even though you had a full training camp. I had none, and I'm still ready to step in the cage. 2 weeks left to prepare. I'm at AT&T right now. No excuses. Let's do it." Mateusz Gamrot is such a dog. He literally heard that Fiziev was out. He hops on a plane, starts going to AT&T to train, and is immediately calling out Charles Oliveira, bro. And the reason why this fight was made, obviously, was because the UFC had no other opponent besides Mateusz Gamrot, because you have all these guys sitting out, not wanting to step in on short notice, bro. Paddy Pimblett is fat, eating himself alive again, and he's obviously not going to be he's not going to be a short notice opponent. Gaethje threatening to retire if he doesn't get the championship title shot. Arman Tsarukyan hasn't fought in 17 months and is out here just begging for, not even begging, he just thinks he deserves a title shot because he's a little rich, spoiled brat, man. But we're going to talk about every single opponent and what is wrong with the lightweight division. But let's start off with the champ, Ilia Topuria. The problem with Ilia Topuria is not really anything. If you really think about it, he wanted to fight Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev moves up. Obviously, they throw Charles Oliveira at him for the belt. He knocks out Charles Oliveira. So what's next for him? It's just these three guys right here, but he wants a real contender. Obviously, the UFC wasn't going to give Arman Tsarukyan a guaranteed title shot after missing weight against Islam Makhachev. Gaethje, come on, bro. Gaethje, his last fight was against Rafael Fiziev, and he wants a title shot off that? Paddy Pimblett? Paddy Pimblett's last fight is against Michael Chandler, and he wants a title shot off that? These three guys, the UFC needs to book a match between either of these guys and say whoever wins gets a title shot against Ilia Topuria. But no, all these guys think they deserve a title shot, bro. Arman Tsarukyan, dog. Arman Tsarukyan, he hasn't fought in 17 months. His last fight was against Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira in 2024. Charles Oliveira has fought 3 times since and will be 4. I don't understand it. I do not understand how people think Arman Tsarukyan should immediately get a title shot when he hasn't done nothing in 17 months but grapple Patricio Pitbull and Benson Henderson. You're out here doing BJJ matchups instead of going out there and fighting someone to earn a title shot. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And people really think Arman Tsarukyan deserves a title shot, dude? This guy is a clown. He's a straight up clown. And he's just a spoiled rich kid that thinks he just deserves the title shot because he's the #1 contender. But you haven't fought. You haven't done anything in 17 months? Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett has 2 good wins against Bobby Green and Michael Chandler. And obviously, this guy thinks he should just immediately get a title shot and fight Ilia Topuria in Spain. Obviously, Paddy Pimblett is a big name. The casuals know him more. But you need to fight somebody that is way better than Michael Chandler. You need to fight somebody above your ranking. You need to either fight Arman or Justin Gaethje. But Paddy Pimblett's just waiting it out because he knows he has Dana White privilege and can probably get the title shot against Ilia Topuria. But still, just because you have a win against Michael Chandler and Bobby Green doesn't mean you get a title shot. And then you just got Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. Just, oh, I think I deserve a title shot, and if I don't, I'm gonna retire. Your last 2 wins are against Fiziev. You lost to Max Holloway, who's now in the lightweight division. Go fight Dan Hooker. Go fight somebody. You do not deserve an immediate title shot, bro, after beating Rafael Fiziev. Especially if Rafael Fiziev was supposed to fight Charles Oliveira, bro. The lightweight division is just a complete joke, man. It's just a complete joke. And it's sad because we used to have gladiators, warriors willing to fight each other to get a title shot. And now you just have Ilia Topuria waiting for the UFC to make a contender, because obviously they're going to do the Paramount deal starts in 2026, and I'm pretty sure Ilia Topuria is going to be the first headliner of a pay-per-view there. And they need a matchup for him. And Arman Tsarukyan doesn't want to fight neither Paddy nor Justin. Paddy doesn't even want to fight Arman nor Justin, and Justin Gaethje doesn't want to fight nobody unless it's a title shot. It's just a joke, man. It really is just a joke. Dan Hooker is just, he's always hurt. So, you know, I'm not hating on Dan Hooker. He's always hurt. Oliveira, he just got the title shot. He obviously lost. He's making a quick turnaround. I think he's going to retire in UFC Fight Night Brazil. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this is going to be Oliveira's retirement fight. But I'm going to be honest with you. The guy who really deserves the title shot if he wins is Mateusz Gamrot. It really is Mateusz Gamrot, dude. He might have a boring style, but if he goes out there and beats Charles Oliveira, he's literally in the mix for a title shot. And obviously, Mateusz Gamrot is willing to fight anybody to get that belt, man. And if he beats Charles Oliveira, maybe he gets a chance at Paddy Pimblett, Justin Gaethje. Maybe he has one more fight. But mind you, this man beat Arman Tsarukyan, bro. Okay, you can say, oh, Arman Tsarukyan won that fight, but he beat Arman Tsarukyan. Imagine he goes out there, beats Charles Oliveira, has a win over Arman Tsarukyan. Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets the title shot. But then again, it's not going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. I think, if anything, the UFC is just going to wait till next year and give Arman Tsarukyan the title shot against Ilia Topuria. But it's just sad how none of the top contenders want to fight each other because they're scared of losing their chance at getting the belt, man. It really is just sad. It really is just sad. And if you look at other divisions, bro, look at the light heavyweight division. You have Jiri Prochazka versus Roundtree. We have literally Olberg is fighting Reyes because Olberg knows that he had a stinker against Blachowicz. Like the light heavyweight division, bro, is literally fighting each other for a guaranteed title shot, man. It's just sad, bro. It really is just sad, especially the lightweight division, bro. Like, I want to see Ilia Topuria be active. I want to see all these guys be active, bro. Armin's a good fighter, man, but if you're not going to fight, you're not going to get a title shot. Justin Gaethje, you already had enough title shots. Go make a highlight reel to, to actually consider yourself in the title picture. Paddy Pimblett, you need to fight somebody. Anybody in the top, above you, bro. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. This is just sad how this division is declining. Hopefully, we get some news before next year. Because if we go into next year without having a title contender fight or title eliminator fight between Armin, Gaethje, and Paddy, and they just get gifted a title shot because the Paramount deal is here and they need to sell, they need to show Paramount, yo, we got a banger fight coming up. It's sad, man. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I'm JNAPS MMA. Like and subscribe.